Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Hershey here, bringing you guys a brand new video here today. We are in a private match right now, and I have not brung a video like this for a while. The video that I made of this would have been the first ever video on my channel. It's going to be the best competitive classes, not best creative classes, but best competitive classes. So competitive has an S&D, hardpoint, CTF, you guys know what I mean. So pretty much, before I get into this video, I will say some of the guns and stuff that I do use isn't necessarily what I'm always use. I did a little bit of tweaking as far as perks and secondaries go, but most of it I do use. Some things I may end up trying in this video, but I mean, the thing with doing creative classes is that not everyone agrees. So this is just kind of like my personal preference. So let's go right into it. All right. So pretty much the Battle 27. There's only really 4 attachments I'm going to run on it. That'd be quick draw, foregrip, stock, and extended mag. For this class, I'm gonna have quick draw, stock, extended mag. Now, all this is pretty much self-explanatory. Quick draw, you can draw your gun quicker. Stock, obviously, you know, it's easier to use your gun, you know, just a little more of a just fit. And the extended mag, obviously, self-explanatory. Again, it gives you more bullets, you know. So if you were ever on uplink, CTF, hardpoint, whenever you need that extra bullets in your mag, you know, especially for hardpoint breaking those hills, extended mag's probably a must-need. Perks, I'm really not going to get into a whole lot with. This is kind of like, there's only certain perks I usually run. Lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor, hardwired, and maybe flak jacket or low profile, but I really don't run these two right here and my competitive classes. So these first classes right here are all going to be S&D to 1 to 5. So for my overclock, this is really all different. I've seen people do exo mute and double, like a single stun. I've seen people do overclock. I've seen people do even stem sometimes. Well, not stem really, but overclock and mute. So that's kind of the first class. Second class, the ASM1, my personal favorite. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, so pretty much all my guns, attachments, quick draw. The reason why I'd run advanced rifling is because it gives you a better increased range. If you're in a gunfight, you get a better range and stuff. Extended mag, I would definitely put not even on S&D, because the fact that you can easily get like 2 pieces on this, you know. Extended mag's really nice with this, even on hardpoint, any kind of game type in general with the ASM1. S&D, same stuff, fast hands, so you can obviously throw things faster, lightweight. Toughness and blast suppressor. Blast suppressor is a must need, guys. I don't know how many times I can say it. It is a must need. It can get you can ping yourself on the enemy's radar if you don't have blast suppressor. So yeah, overclock. You could do exo mute. These two are kind of the ones I would use. So yeah, maybe cloak. I'm not a cloak user. Some of you guys are. So double stuns. I know sometimes people use frags. I don't really use a whole lot. Semtexes I use sometimes. Smokes. Sometimes I use just to like distract the enemies, and it kind of throws them off every now and again. EMPs I use for uplink, which I'll get into in the next class here in a minute, guys. So still in S&D. This is kind of the class I wanted to get into. Same as the first one. We have foregrip. Foregrip obviously is gonna reduce the reduced recoil, so it's helping your accuracy by a lot. Extended mag, more bullets. Same thing. Lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor. This is the cool thing. Exo overclock and exo mute. So if you're trying to rush someone's spawn, you're trying to get to the bomb quickly, exo overclock is gonna give you that boost, but exo mute is a really big need to in S&D. The fact that it's muting your footsteps, you know. So I mean, people who are competitive players who have a bunch of really nice headsets that can really sound really good, exo mute is gonna be a really big factor in the game, especially when it comes to S&D. So that's pretty much that. AK-12, I don't use this gun at all. I mean, you can use this class setup. I don't use it anymore. I stopped using it a while ago. I know some of you guys do. I don't really like it a whole lot. It's still a good gun, but it's not something that I really use a whole lot. So, I mean, you guys can use advice off of it. I'm not going to get into it. Next class, this is a really big one that I'm going to start using because I'm sniping I'm not too bad at. I know a lot of you guys do this, and I think it's a really nice thing to do. Bow. This could go both ways. I mean, I think bow honestly is a must need for stock. Quick draw to draw your gun quicker, and that's that. Lightweight, fast hands, toughness, and blast suppressor, and mute. I would run with this. And the wildcard 3 overkill with the Moors and the ballistic CPU. So I know a lot of people on different maps love to rush and snipe, and the reason why I would not run a Morse as a primary is the fact that if you go up and you snipe someone, you know, you can't keep sniping there forever. You got to have another gun that you can use to continue on the game with. So this is something that I might want to use. Some of you guys may only run stock, not quick draw. Some of you guys may put a stun instead of exo meat. Some of you guys may put overclock. It's all personal preference, but as far as a secondary primary goes, I would definitely use a Morse for sniping for any of you guys who love to snipe. So that is for S&D. So, I mean, this is pretty much the first start of it, guys. You guys, there's different attachments, there's different kind of, different ways you can use attachments, different kind of, like, forms you could use for this. I mean, not all you guys use what I use, but this is kind of what I've been seeing from a lot of gamers, what they use, and this is kind of what I see a lot when I play competitive. So next is going to be the CTF hardpoint uplink kind of thing. So pretty much, guys, this is going to be similar with attachments, but different with the stuns and stuff and the exo abilities. So I'll run stock, quick draw, extended mag, lightweight, fast hands, toughness, and suppressor. Now, if I was going to run in a game like this, something that I think is a huge factor, which I need to start using, is hardwire. I don't know how many times you're on uplink, you're on S&D, CTF, and you get stunned and you cannot see. It is annoying as hell. So hardwired, I would recommend running. Exo abilities, exo overclock. To be honest with you guys, I think in most game types it's used. I know some people may end up like using that. I know some people may end up using EMPs for uplink. I know a lot of people use that. Sometimes threat grenades for hardpoint. I have seen it used before. It's not something I'd recommend using, only because, I mean, threat grenades isn't something that I really run a lot. But stuns is something that I run a whole lot. Frags, Semtexes, those are used a lot in the game types. Next class, I don't use this gun. If some sort of reason Sledgehammer ends up buffing the KF5, I would use this right here. But anyway, extended mag, quick draw, and stock. If you guys use the KF5 stocks, not stock, foregrip. Foregrip's a big need to reduce that recoil. Quick draw your gun quicker, and the extended mag so you can have a bunch of ammo in your clip. So that's kind of that. I'm not going to get into that gun because I don't use it a whole lot. Next gun, ASM1, same thing. Quick draw, extended mag, advanced rifling, lightweight, fast hands, toughness, and about suppressor. I'd probably throw on hardwire only because of the fact that and hardpoint for the stuns and stuff. Overclock is pretty much what I primarily use for the exo ability in those game types. Exo launchers. If I'm on uplink, I'm using the EMPs. If I'm using like a hardpoint, I may use stuns. If I'm using a CTF game, I'm going to use Semtex and frags. Next class, I'm sorry guys, is going to be a little different here. I'm going to run Flak Jacket. This is something else that I think a lot of people could use. I could see Hardwire and Flak Jacket as perk 1 and perk 3. If you're on hardpoint, guys, people love to frag, people love to throw Semtexes and stuff. You know, Flak Jacket's going to be a huge factor so you don't get blown up. I know a lot of people use it. I'm going to start using it a little more often only because of the fact that in hardpoint, I usually try to go Slayer. I usually try to get into hardpoint. I usually like to play inside of it, and I like to you know, get the points, contest and stuff. So a lot of you guys who do that, Flak Jacket's going to be needed so you can avoid those grenades and stuff. And exo, overclock, and pretty much stun. It's pretty much the same thing. And last but not least, this is the one that I have been waiting for, guys. Something that I think a lot of you guys should start running. This is going to be rapid fire, advanced rifling, and foregrip. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, wait, why do you run raw? Why do you run rapid fire board? Doesn't that take off your accuracy? It does, unless you put on the foregrip. The foregrip helps, and the advanced rifling is giving you extra range, which pretty much makes this gun OP. You know, if you take off foregrip, it's gonna be really hard to get your accuracy on point. Some people wonder why I don't run quick draw. If you put on quick draw, guys, your accuracy is gonna be really shitty, and you'll lose a bunch of gunfights. Hardpoint right here, I always slay the hell out of everyone using this gun here. Lightweight, fast hands, toughness, blast suppressor, overclock. If this would be more of a hardpoint game, I'm running double stuns for sure. I may end up throwing on a Flak Jacket. I may end up throwing on a hardwire. Probably a hardwire for this class so I can avoid the stuns and shit. And I can kind of avoid that. Maybe Flak Jacket for the grenades and stuff. But that's pretty much about it, guys. This is what I have currently right now. I know a lot of you guys don't agree. I know some of you guys agree. It's a little different, guys. But this is kind of what I have right now. If you guys like some of it, of the guns that I use, don't forget to smack that like button down below, guys, and please subscribe if you're not already. If you guys have any opinions, any things to suggest to me, leave down in the comments below. But this is about it, guys. This is Hershey. Keep it chill, guys. I'll see you later.